Hey gang, just a little songwriting tip for you. Now, I'm sure all of my songwriter friends carry around a little notebook. That's what we used to do back in the day. Can't imagine that's changed all that much, even with computers and smartphones and whatever. But here's a tip that I think we overlook from time to time. Every time you have an idea or a line or a phrase pops into your head, write it down. It doesn't matter if you're waking up or you're going to sleep or you wake up in the middle of the night with this idea or it's in an uncomfortable position where you normally can't write it down. Write it down. I used to think, oh, no problem. I'm going to remember that later. Even when I carried a pad around with me, if I was on the subway or walking down the street or just in a position where I couldn't do it, I would be like, no, I got this. I'm going to remember. You're not going to remember it precisely. And why is that important? Because the original inspiration is key. It may not be excellent. It may not ultimately be important to the final outcome of the song that you could potentially write, but it's where it leads you. It's where that natural instinct, that thought pattern takes you and where it leads you down the road. So if you're not carrying around a pad and paper, if you're not keeping one on your nightstand, if you don't always have one handy, have it handy. And even if it seems like the most mundane thought, write it down, because those mundane thoughts are actually big thoughts, because they're the ones that we use in everyday conversation. They're the ones that other people can relate to. So write it down. Even if it doesn't matter later, it can take you somewhere. All right, cool.